What is going on, everybody? Back with another episode of the Undergated Podcast presented to you by the Undergated Network. I am Coop at It's Coop on Instagram. I have the homies with me, CD, Chloe's dad, and the homie Austin, aka Gunpla X Tesseract. Every Wednesday, we bring you a brand fresh new episode of the Undergated Podcast. Again, presented to you by the Undergated Network, where we talk about Gundam, TV shows, Gunpla, movies, everything in between, books, all of it, action figures, you name it, we'll talk about it. Video games. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and know when we drop a brand new segment of the Undergated Podcast. So, I missed last week. The fellas held it down last week. CD and Austin, I appreciate that. Some technical difficulties, which come to find out wasn't really technical difficulties, but nonetheless, there were technical difficulties. So if you missed last week's episode, this is what you missed.
3.0. The 3.0 I think is a little bit too much.
Yeah,
But the Unicorn, the Strike, and the Exia, I like all of them. I like the Freedom one recently too. So
yeah, I took Ashley when we went to, and knowing her, she doesn't build Gundams. I'm like, you know, if you see something you want, get it. She comes to me with this.
I'm
like, bruh, you couldn't have got the SD.
And that was last week's episode. Again, the homies Austin and CD held it down. So make sure y'all go check out that. This week, we're going to sit back and talk about G-Quarks, whatever you want to call it. This series is, series is over? You want to say a series is over? Series is over, right?
I don't think they're making a second season.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think they are either. So we're going to talk about episodes 1 through 6, the front half of the series. And then next week, we're going to talk about the back half, episodes 7 through 12. So sit back. We'll let you know when we talk about it. I know a lot of people might not have watched it. We're going to talk about some other stuff, then we'll get into it, of course, as always. But before we get started, like usual, well, not like usual. This one's a little different. It's not like usual. So Austin and I had the fun privilege to go out to the Virginia Beach Hobby Town for the Gundam base. Bandai brought the Gundam base around. We dropped a little sneak peek preview if you go into the Gundam base in your area on the Instagram page. So make sure y'all go check that out. What was inside the trailer. But it was fun. It was fun overall. Met a lot of people. Shout out to Chris and his wife. I never thought I'll see a day where I will run into almost like two Austins. I was mind blown. Austin will tell you, I was mind blown. F1 came up like it was football, and I heard
They were off to the races, literally, huh?
F-18 bomber flight. I mean, I heard it all. So, but we had a good time. Got out there pretty early. I was second, but the guy who was first held the seat for his boy, which was fine because I did it for Austin. So I was third and Austin was fourth. I got out there probably about like 3 a.m. and just chilled. It was chill though. It was a chill 7 hours. It didn't feel like 7. Pause. It didn't feel like 7 hours. Once you sat down and talked to people, Austin got there. Like I said, Chris and his wife got there, and we just kicked it. So this kind of goes into the building and breaking down the backlog, though, because
I got to stop you there, sir. You
Okay.
skip something.
I skipped something.
What do we always do before we get to that stuff?
Facts. The greetings.
Yes, sir.
My bad, y'all. How's your week been?
How's your week been?
Yeah.
You lead us off. We didn't
Smooth.
hear from you last week.
Smooth, man. Smooth. 4th of July smooth. I hope everybody's 4th of July was smooth.
We all came back with all our digits.
All good to go. Damn. Austin lost one. But my bad, man. You right, man. Yeah. I'm fucking up. Hopefully everybody out there. I'm fucking up, dog. My bad. The greetings. That's how we start all our shit. Pause. Like, yeah, you right, man.
It's all right, dog.
We
You gotta
good,
practice.
though.
You wasn't here last week. That's why.
Yeah, you weren't here.
That's why we're here to hold you down.
Yeah.
That's it. That's why you gotta have the people in your corner to make sure you're right.
Yep.
If anybody else, they would have had me kept going and be like, oh,
Yeah,
I guess no greetings today.
Yeah, that Heineken doing well, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. But now overall, last 2 weeks have been chill. Can't complain. Trying to think about now. Work. Yeah, that's it. What about you, CD?
Man, work has been work, but I have good news. I wanted to break it here with you guys first. I've been through the job hunt and through the searching and through the applying and through the interviewing, and I've received some offers and negotiated some offers, and I have come to accept a role. It's another senior position. It's a little less money, but it's what happens when you work for a big public institution that can pay you more, and now I'm going to a private institution. So a slight pay cut, but I think it's going to do well for what I want to do in the future. So thanks to everyone that reached out and was willing to put in a good word for me with their friends and other places. A job has been secured. As long as everything goes smooth, I will have an official start date of 7/28. So I plan to take a few weeks off and fucking relax, build.
There you go.
Catch up, just enjoy a little bit of summer. But other than that, though, man, shit's been all right. 4th of July, like we said, came back with all digits. I do work in urgent care while I am waiting, and I got to see the totals from one of the hospitals, and we had 56 people come in with hand-related injuries due to fireworks on the 4th of July. 96 total visits due to 4th of July injuries. So, people, please be smarter. I know we say it every year.
Serious, man. Is it that serious? Shooting off a firework? Is it that serious? Does it give people that much adrenaline?
Like, stop holding these fucking M80s in your hand, dog. Please.
Like, I get the Roman candles. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good.
That's fine. But like a whole firework, like leave that to the professionals, man.
Yeah, we lost a lot of fingers this weekend. We lost a lot of fingers this weekend in hands. But other than that, man, life's been good. Family's good. Just been chilling. How about you, Austin?
Congratulations, CD, on the job. He got the job.
Thank
brother.
You,
I've had literally friends and family praying for you, big guy.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. All the prayers from both of you guys checking in on me and shit, man. It was a process, but we were at the end of the tunnel. So
look at that, my man. He turned around, got right back on the horse. Hey, So once again, congratulations, CD. Me, life's been life, man. Thank God that the job has actually kind of quiet. What was there a pause moment?
Nah, keep going, Austin.
Keep going, Austin.
Was there a pause moment?
That. We got a whole CD accountable. Hell yeah,
you still got that horse, so I rode the horse, and then Coop looked at me like,
"Yo, chill."
You rode a horse? Why is that possible?
Yo, come on.
You rode a horse? What's wrong with the horse? You ride on top of horses?
No Mustangs were ridden.
I don't ride on top of anything, dog. Let's get that straight. Nope.
Unless you were in the Old West, you would be on top of a horse, right? So my day's been pretty good. Pretty good.
How do you guys eat your hot dogs now? Since this has been crazy, like, do you still eat it in a bun, or do you chop it up?
What? Is that a thing?
People be like looking at you crazy if you eat a hot dog, but like,
really?
You gotta eat it. You gotta eat a hot dog securely in your own home with your family. Like, you can't fuck around and take. You know, like, yeah, dog. Diabolical, Austin.
You know what?
If you go to Sonic and grab a foot long, dog, and you over there,
you can't stuff it down your throat. Pause. Anyways.
Well, my hot dogs always look like sandwiches though by the time I start eating it, because I put so much stuff on it. Like I put relish, onions, sauerkraut, either white onion or red onion chopped up, peppers if I can, then a little bit of ketchup, a little bit of mayonnaise, and if they do have I mean, a little bit mustard. If they do have mayonnaise,
Oh.
I'll mix that up with the mustard, make like a yellow mayonnaise mix, and kind of dabble it on there. And then and then pepper and salt, and then you can start eating it.
I mean, I also got a cartoon hot dog.
Yeah, I no,
Right.
man. I'll tell you,
got
my
the
hot
that's
dogs.
the emoji.
Yeah,
That's
no,
like
my,
when you
my hot dogs are the reason I go to the hospital, bro. Like,
Well, damn, my fault. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no,
How are
it's
you
all
doing,
right.
bro?
Oh no, it's all right. Thank God. Work's actually been kind of calming down recently. It's been really hectic for the past month. I'm actually still pretty busy. I still have a lot of stuff on my plate, but it's actually a little bit more manageable, a little more in the cards now. Thankfully, I've actually been able to start something else that I have to do. That I'm now jumping on, and I don't know. Recently, I've just been feeling like just tackling things early. I don't know why. I don't know whether that means if I'm fully becoming an adult, because now I'm just taking care of. I'm going to take care of errands before they're due. Right. Like I got some stuff in the mail that I needed to mail out. I just sat down and took care of it and sent it back out that same day. Right? There's some stuff there's some errands I need to run off work. Usually, I ignore them and let it pile up. And I was like, no, let me go hit the errands before I go home to there. I was cleaning my apartment the other day on the weekday. Cooper knows I don't ever do that.
Yeah, that's definitely a weekend thing for us.
I took the initiative and started cleaning everything. I've been cleaning out. I actually sent them a picture earlier of me getting rid of all the excess boxes I have in my place. I just tidied that up and got rid of that. Now all my stuff's in bags that are easy to transport, easy to get rid of, or easy to move to a new apartment. Which
are you saying you tossed all the boxes, like even
just
the ones that won't?
Just about everything. Yeah. So no. All the stuff I haven't started or haven't opened, that's still there. That's still there. If you go in my closet, but you remember that whole wall of boxes I have on the floor? Those are almost all. The only ones I kept were stuff that has like spare parts that I can't throw away, or things I'm not finished with. But yeah, I tossed all those. So I mean, a matter of fact,
damn,
that's about a quarter of it.
And those are MG boxes too. I see.
Yeah, high grades and MGs.
For the people on Spotify, he just lifted up like a stack full of. Look like mail, but they're just empty, flat boxes.
Yeah, they're flat, but it's a thick stack. That's you can tell that there's a lot of boxes to make this thick stack. Pause. So yeah, I don't know, man. I've been feeling in this weird kick in the mood. I haven't gone to the gym recently. That's probably, I guess, the one downer I haven't had. I haven't had that relief of going to the gym. So I need to go back there and see my friends and coworkers and go back to working out again. I've gotten fat. There you go. That's my week.
There you go.
Chili dogs.
It, fellas. Sounds like y'all had a pretty good week. Good news on the horizons.
Yes, sir,
so that's Undergated. Always good to hear good news, man. Always. I mean, it's like a burden lifted on all of us when one of us get good news, or anybody out there that wants to tell us about their good news. Especially if you've been keeping in communication with us, stuff like that. So, man. So going back to what I was saying earlier, the Gundam base. It was fun. It was chill.
Hot.
Man, hot. And I tell you, I'm pretty sure last week y'all talked about Austin's. Austin, did you bring it? I can't remember. One of the new things you acquired last few weeks was the vehicle, right?
Oh yeah. I got a new car. Yeah, got a new
car.
Yep.
That motherfucker Austin wants to find any reason to put the back seats down. I had 2 foldable chairs, and Austin was like, "I just throw them in my car. I'll lay the seats down and throw them in my car."
for the two chairs,
and they're not even mine; they're his. How's he gonna get them back?
I'm like, and my car was the closest one to us. Austin got to walk past my car to get to his car to throw him in the back seat, but he was looking for any reason to drop them motherfucking back seats, boy. But no, yes, it was fun. It was fun. Going there again, hanging out with the people from Hobbytown. Renee, Kenneth, the workers out in Virginia Beach. They always do a great job when hosting any type of event. So shout out to the crew at Hobbytown. And I took the day, and this goes into like building and breaking out a backlog, right? And I didn't get anything. held off. If you look at the video, if you went to the Gundam base for last year, spoiler alert, it's the same kits. Maybe 3-4 different kits, I think. Maybe that. Like
the Shining RG.
Yeah, the Shining RG, the RG Sazabi, the mechanic core, the 250 one, the one that's like 250.
Year of the Snake.
Gundam. Year of the Snake was there. Statues were there as well, but everything else is actually less, because when I went last year in Richmond, they had the Zaku real type, both in Char. I believe both in Char and green. No, in Char, and they had the Mark II, both colors. So they had 3 real types there, the HGs.
But this year,
time there's just one. Just one.
It was just the Char's red colors. That was it.
Yeah, that Char's red colors. That was it.
Yeah.
They didn't have the titanium finish, even though I wouldn't get it. But the titanium finish Wing Zero. They had the regular release Wing Zero. It was like, I wanted the regular release. Yeah.
I was like, it's the 30th anniversary of Wing. There's Wing branding on everything. The Wing Zero is literally stamped on everything out there, right?
And got the statue.
And they have the statue, and you get in there, and you're thinking, we're about to see the clear version of the Wing Zero, the titanium version of the Wing Zero, the special coating, and maybe the mechanic core. We get in there, it's just the standard Verka at the very end, and there's 4 boxes. And they're more expensive than the Hobby. If you just walk into Hobby Town down the sidewalk. I was like, really? Not even the Ultron, not the Heavy Arms Endless Waltz version? Nothing?
Right. You would... I mean, I get it because it's Gundam base, or anything with the Gundam base stamp should get it. But they should at least, Bandai should at least throw them a pack of a few Bandai regular release kits, regular release or regular scheduled programming Bandai kits.
The shit that's available to ship right now on Bandai should have been in there.
That's what everyone was looking for. Everyone was looking for what was available on their summer fiesta or what is it called? Summer event sale there. And that would have been brilliant. Oh my gosh, I don't have to wait or anything like that. I can just go here to the Gundam base, have an event, friends, and pick up the kit I've been looking. If you've been looking for a Jesta Cannon, this master grade Jesta Cannon, this would be the place to get it, right? Or a high grade, what's another sought after Bandai kit, guys? High grade.
Let's see what's on the event. Yeah. Well, what's on the event page? Like a lot of the clear kits.
The clear RG.
The 3-pack special coating Zeta group.
That one there.
That wasn't there. That would have been a sellout one. What Old Boy was there. He picked up $1,500 worth of kits. He's on there.
Yeah, there was a dude that drove all the way from Georgia, 10 hours.
Mr. Flipper himself, huh?
And he offered us $100 for, I think, your waiting line, right? Or our waiting line. And I was like,
he was like, yo, I'll give you $100 for anybody in your group that's willing to switch spots with me. I was like, man, this is me and my other boy. Like,
not a group.
Just no group.
2 people.
But I was like, nah.
But man, yeah, you're right. I was expecting more, and I mean the perfectibility was there, and Cooper had to talk me out of getting it. Which looking back on it, I'm kind of glad I didn't get it. But man, looking at it now, I'm like, man, it would have been nice to have all the unicorns. But here's the thing: the perfectibility gets re-released so often. I'm going to see it again.
Boy, it's
the perfect right now. It's the Gundam base. It's Gundam base. So every year is going to be just like the clear size to be master grade. It's every year they doing that. So.
Right. So
shout out to the dude that was looking for the RG perfectibility there. He was really nervous that they wouldn't have it, and they wound up having it. I was like, yo, you secured it.
Good for him.
Coop, man, there were so many people that were like, did that man get here early, wait in line all this time, go in there, have me wait for him to leave so I can go in, for him to buy nothing? and I was like, no, he's getting something later. All right, bye. I'm gonna go play the coin game.
All right. It was just nothing was really there. Only thing that really only thing that I really debated on was the Tamashi Store's Red Zaku Robot Spirit. That's the only thing I really debated on.
Mark
because they were
Arc 78.
Yeah, and I didn't know they were special marking. So so it has all the decals on it.
Oh,
like it looks like a RG, like a fully ripped up RG, and I'm like,
Oh, that would have been
once
nice.
I saw it, I was like, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll double back around. Maybe somebody will pick it up. If I hit somebody up and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm going. You need me?" Maybe I'll tell them to pick it up for me.
And plus, I think you already had a pretty good Zaku, right? That for your Gundam photography. So it wasn't like a this could fit in my
because the regular release just doesn't have the markings. It's like even though it's the same price, right? I could go on Amazon right now and buy the red Zaku. It would just be blank. I mean, I could just throw decals on the figure. I could throw water slides on the figure and top coat it. You know,
CD, are you eating peanuts?
I don't know what CD doing.
Are you eating peanuts?
I was opening a package.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was like,
that's it for me for building and breaking down the backlog. Nothing.
Got you.
CD, you pick up anything?
Donut. Nothing. No books. No models. I have 2 things coming in the mail that I've already bought, but I don't see myself getting anything for the rest of the summer, except for when those Gelgooks drop. But I'll get those from Vulcan Hobby. Shop Vulcan Hobby.
Bet.
Awesome. Well, that gives us the majority of the time to give to the homie Austin, because he had enough to pick up for every fucking body.
Right.
I got to stop doing this. I got to stop being the one.
Yeah, that's you, Austin.
Yeah. So I did pick up some stuff from. This is pretty much everything I picked up. So I I picked up 2 figures and 2 kits from the Gundam base. So starting off from left to right, we have the Lacus Klein Race Queen figure from Ben Pesto. I actually wasn't planning on getting this. As a matter of fact, I left and this wasn't in my hand. If you check out the Instagram post or even on my page, I think I saved it as a story reel. You see the Gundam base hobby thing. What I left was just Machu and the Freedom. But then somebody said, "You didn't get Lacus?" I was like, "Oh, Lacus is in there."
Shout out to Kenneth.
Yeah, Kenneth. Yeah, and I was like, "Oh shit, let me go get." I mean, oh snap, let me go get Lacus. I wish Kigali, but they never made one of Kigali, sadly. So I have to get this and pretend like Kigali's there. So I got Lacus Klein Racing Queen figure. I have her unboxed. She's sitting up there on my little shelf. I'm not gonna get her because she's in between like 2 other Gundams right now. Pause. So then I have the entry grade new FF Gundam. This was also not expected. This was just like at the register, and I said, "Yeah, let me throw this in. It's entry grade. It should be cheap." And you know what? I don't have an FF yet, and I haven't built the entry grade new Gundam. And I actually, I gotta say that's also up there. But I've got to say, I snapped it together. I took a picture on Instagram. People have seen it already. I like the way this thing looks. This blocky, simple anime aesthetic of the new Gundam. This looks really nice. I actually really like this. The only thing that bummed me out is it didn't come with a shield or a gun. This is just the statue figure version of it. So the one that's in the real life statue figure. But I actually kind of like it. But then underneath that is the cream of the crop. This is in my opinion was a absolute must pick up if you were there, and in my opinion probably the most valuable kit there, even though it wasn't the most expensive. This is the Freedom Gundam version GCP. So this is a version of the RG Freedom Gundam, or essentially the 2.0 Freedom Gundam.
The first 2.0.
The first 2.0, right? But this is pretty much a remake of the Chinese life-size Chinese statue in China of the Freedom Gundam. And this kit fixes almost everything that the original RG Freedom, which is not a very good kit, had. It has a better inner frame, better connection, better wings, even has landing gear for the wings so it can stand up on its own with support in the back, a more accurate or at least a better looking head, in my opinion. It's pretty much a better kit all around. But then after that, I got Machu, which is the girl figure here. It's Machu, but like with a special, I think, metallic coating. That's what the Gundam based limited version of her. So this is actually kind of a nice kit. Everything is really, really well detailed. I like the painting and color. And that's gonna
It's a statue. Right. My fault. Austin said kit. It's a statue.
Oh, it's a statue. Yeah, it's a statue. So it's a statue there, and yeah, that was everything I picked up. Not a bad. Oh, and of course the Izumo, which was another girl kit that I was looking for the kit bash that I was building. This was actually the original girl kit, but I already snapped her up herself. I already took a picture of her. So people already saw that on the Instagram as well. She is dope. I really like the way she looks and the way she turned out. So she's definitely going to be getting a full build later on. And that's everything I picked up.
Bro, how many girl kits have you gotten in like the last 2 months? I feel like when you was up in DC, you got like 2 or 3 girl kits.
Fantastic question, CD. While I was going through my boxes, I cut up every girl kit, like the front facing pamphlet, and I had a stack of them about that thick of flat stuff. So it's clearly in the 30s. It's clearly in the 30s at this point. Oh, also, I did get a book. I got a manga. I got a brief moment of Ishikawa. It's a really nice manga about a girl who finds out that she has only 2 years to live, and she's in year 3. She's a college student, and she reconnects with her college professor. Yeah, who figures out that her professor is apparently having an illness as well, and they kind of bond over that. So,
did you read it? Have you finished it?
I have not finished it yet.
She has 2 years to. She has 2 years to live, but she's in year 3.
Yeah. In high school, she got diagnosed with an illness, and the doctors gave her 2 years to live. She's currently in year 3, so she's
living on borrowed time.
She's living on borrowed time, so she could die at literally any second here. But she reconnects with her professor in college who disappeared and came back for this year. And it turns out that he is also sick. So
it's a good story.
Over it. You read it?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you how it ends, but I read it.
I'm only on volume 1, brother. Oh,
it's pretty short too.
I also have another book. Yeah, that's why I was reading. I was like, I'm reading short mangas now. But another book, Delinquent with a Side of Glasses. Or Glasses with a Side of Delinquency. It's about a girl and a delinquent, or a former delinquent, who kind of end up getting together in high school. But the delinquent and her are like on such different wavelengths, but still kind of click together. It's pretty fun. It's a fun
manga. Good manga.
Yep. Well, there you go. There's a lot of stuff Austin picked up.
Yeah,
it's
holding us down.
Spending some time, holding us down. Gundam base. So if you're going to the Gundam base, check it out. If you're not going and you're on the fence about it, it's a good time. Like, granted, I didn't get anything, but it felt better knowing that I wasn't getting anything, and just kind of like chopping it up with everybody, like just being in the atmosphere. It almost felt like a Gundam convention, like it felt like it gave that same feeling as a convention when I go to with Ari or the kids and things like that. So if you're on the fence about going, just go. Even if you don't go, even if you just want to walk in and see what they have and don't want to pick up anything, get out there and collaborate with people. I know this is a real somewhat introverted hobby, but regardless of the fact, get out there, mingle around with like-minded people. So it was real fun. Next up, we have what's cooking with some videos, photos, hits, movies, TV shows that we have in progress. I got something, fellas. We're almost there. We are climbing along the perfect Gundam, master grade. Clipped them up, taking my time, getting back to the love of the game, and I'm enjoying the process. Other day I went to Hobbytown for the first time in a long time since I sat down and built. Like any other time I would go in there and just kind of like kick it and chill for a little bit, maybe 30, 45 minutes. But this time I was like, all right, I want to go in there and I want to just sit down. And I sat down and chilled for a few hours. I got only the body done because at Hobbytown, you kind of don't plan to finish unless it's a high grade. You got to really work through a master grade if you want to build it. But the next day, I took Ari to, they had make your own putty at Hobbytown. So they're doing something every Sunday for the kids, and it was make your own putty day. And I built the waist, and throughout the week for work and stuff, I built the legs. When I was building the legs, I turned on Origins. Episode started off at episode 3 or OVA 3 with the Rebellion, and just got into the mood of it. It is a simple kit. It's a great looking kit, simplistic kit. Like I said, with this, I'm not really going to do a whole lot with it. I just wanted to snap build it, panel line and top, a decal and top coat. Decal really, really light, but it's a fun overall. Just getting back, I can't remember the last master grade I built. It might be that Wing Zero from damn near 4 years ago.
Don't say that. Is it?
It might be, dog. Yeah, it might be the last master grade I knocked out. No lie. No lie. That might be the last.
Okay, yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to
this
think.
was
Yeah,
fun.
you might be right. Jeez.
Obviously, I'm not done. For the people on Spotify, I have the arms and the head left, and the shield.
Come weapons.
It comes with the beam sabers. That's it.
Yeah, beam sabers. That's it. Yep.
That is it. Just simple. Not a whole lot of articulation, especially in the waist. You're getting that much out of it. You're getting regular ball joints. That's about as far as without popping nothing off, that's about as far as you're going to get with a split. But overall, if you just want like a nice RX, simple RX, it looks good, man. The perfect Gundam, it looks good. When I was building, I was going to ask Austin. There was a piece on the back of the thigh that, to me, I felt unnecessary to have, which is this piece right here. What is the purpose of this gray piece on the back of the thigh if it gets covered up, or the back of the calf if it simply just gets covered up? I'm like,
Is there a hole in that piece?
No hole, no nothing.
I'm trying to remember.
Is it
when you build the perfect grade, the armor, those parts come off, and then the red come on, like the
that's right. That's true.
So I think that's what it was from.
You might be right. Okay, yeah, you might be right. But overall, the perfect Gundam RX, if you want to, I'm not saying it's the best looking RX. It does not beat out the Origins to me. But if you want something simple, this was $35 on P Bandai. I don't know if is this the 2.0 RX at the end of the day?
No, this is the one. This is this is based off essentially when the 1.0 was around. This is a old RX 78.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is a
no
old
ab crunch, no nothing.
Yeah, no ab crunch. The eyes are a clear piece. The eye and the cameras are just a clear piece. And the head, we're so old. This is so old in Master Race. The head is sandwiched with two pieces coming together. That's the whole head.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we don't even do that anymore. A seam line across the whole head is crazy.
And this has no articulation in the shoulders for the people that's watching. This peg for the shoulders go up and down.
No shoulder
no shoulder shrug, no butterfly joint, no pop out, no nothing.
That's all you get. That's
all you get. So if you want a nice RX statue that you said you built, this is the perfect Gundam. Is it?
Literally a statue.
That's all you're gonna get. You might be able to get some dynamic poses out of it, twist it up. Like if I had the body, the arms on and stuff like that, twist it up. Get some posing out of it, but not a whole lot. Not a whole lot you're gonna get from this guy.
Yeah, it's very stuck with what it is.
Well, shit. Yeah, I'm glad to see you back in the lab, Coop. It's been about
right. It's been about some change. Yeah. It's been a while.
You're not gonna
like I said,
but you right. So that matters.
And
on your terms too. That's
right.
the important part.
And enjoyed it. Like today, I was gonna build the arms. I'm like, I gotta build the arms and finish it for that pod. And I'm like, I'm gonna take my time.
He's relaxed John Wick. Everyone keeps asking if I'm back, and I'm thinking, yeah, I'm back on my own time.
On my own time. On my own time.
But yeah, that's it. That's all I've been working on. No animes, no books, and no nothing. I haven't got a chance to read Gundam Book 4 yet. Origins Dawn's Island Book 4. It is, but if you're watching this the day of, it is Amazon Prime Day. So if y'all want to go pick up some stuff, go pick it up. I think Dawn's Island Blu-ray. I think Dawn's Island Blu-ray is on sale right now for like $22 if you want it. But that's it. That's all I've been working on. CD?
As far as kits, not a damn thing. What Austin was talking about, am I eating peanuts? I was unpacking some bottles because I also plan to get back to painting. Like I said, I'm gonna have some time off before I start my new job, and I really want to knock out a couple builds. Maybe one commission to get started on whatever I plan to bring down to Plamo. So be prepared to see some paints being laid. There's also like a shortage of not clear, but gloss and matte top coat finishes. Like I've not been able to find those shits anywhere, any website. So if anyone has some.
Ooh, are those the paints that were getting banned in Canada because the mercury content in them?
It might be, but just like a Mr. Color Super Smooth, which always sells out, or like a gloss, just some gloss paint. I don't have any to show, but I need some. I need to top coat these kits. So if anyone knows anyone that has some, I haven't been able to find any, let me know. As far as books, I'm not reading anything just yet. Like I said last week, I did pick up a couple books. Shout out Gucci Gunpla. I told him, he asked me to let him know how this book goes. I will be starting it this week. Cersei. I did see some movies though this week. I went to see Jurassic Park, the newest one. I forgot what it's called. Is it Rebirth? I think it might be called with Scarlett Johansson. I liked it.
A lot of people. It's a Jurassic Park movie.
Yeah,
right. Like it's a Jurassic Park.
I had fun. Marshall Ali, he was in there. He's supposed to be Blade. He killed his role. Killed it. Scarlett Johansson, I think she did her job. It was a good movie. Chloe liked it.
Scarlett Johansson now is the highest paid actor of all time because of that movie.
Yep.
What?
I mean, yeah, she passed
because of that movie.
Samuel Jackson.
She passed Samuel. Yep.
Samuel Jackson number 2
is the highest paid actor of all time.
Yep.
Was it because of actress? Because of
no,
actor,
of all of them.
Actor.
Yeah, she's the highest. Yeah, let's call it all the Endgame movies.
Yeah, she's been in every Marvel.
Yeah.
Avengers 1. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Avengers.
Civil War.
All 4 Avengers. Civil War. Her own movie.
Yeah, she's been in them all. So.
Iron Man 2. Ever since Iron Man 2. Yeah.
And was she in Captain America: Winter Soldier 2? Was she in Winter Soldier?
Yeah, she was in Winter Soldier. Yeah, she was with Samuel Jackson. Yep. Fight. Yeah, driving the car, trying to get away.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
she was in every. Right. Yeah, wow. I never noticed that. No wonder what they had to kill her off.
Yep.
They said we can't afford this. Thanos gotta throw her. You. Yeah, you gotta jump off the thing. Thanos threw Gamora, but you gotta go after her.
Yeah. So if you guys, it's nothing crazy, but I enjoyed it. It's a good quick 2 hours. I also seen the F1 movie, which was really fun. I definitely enjoyed that. They're already working on number 2. I heard. See that on like the big screen. It was amazing on that. I did see The Ballerina, which is like the spinoff of the John Wick series. Pretty good. John Wick's in there too. I've been avid movie going as of late and surfing the.
Is The Ballerina a movie?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Is it or is it a show on like Amazon?
It's a movie. It's a movie.
It's a movie.
Yeah. It with your girl from Blade Runner in it. What's her name?
Anna something.
The chick from Blade Runner, Joy. Yeah. She's Spanish. She also played in Bond movie. Oh man, I'm forgetting her name.
It's just Anna something. I forgot her name.
And I want to say Ann Taylor-Joy, but that's a completely different person.
That sounds like a porn star, man.
Anna Taylor-Joy. No, Anna Taylor-Joy. Sorry, Anna Taylor-Joy is an act. She looks kind of like Emma or L.A. Fanning, who is in Death Stranding. Funny enough, actually.
Anna de Armas.
There you go.
Anna de Armas. Yeah. And the dude from Death Stranding is in Ballerina.
Oh, really? Wait, Norman Reedus?
Yep.
He's a Death. Really?
Yeah, he's in a
Ballerina. Oh, that's dope.
short part of Ballerina. But yeah, good. Action was good. I wouldn't mind seeing her again in another spinoff. Yeah.
I like the scene when John Wick shows up and she's doing everything she can, and John Wick is like, only because he's holding back, he could have killed her like 6 or 7 times.
There's a good 8 minutes of her just getting her ass whooped, and every time she thinks she's up, John Wick has the gun on her head or has a knife in her throat, or it's like, come on now, like.
Yeah. Hey, this movie might be called out for you, but it's my franchise.
Yeah, nice try, and he ends up helping her at the end, so it's dope to see how her part of the movie played into some of his during the first one. What else am I watching? I'm watching a show called Smoke. I think it's on Apple. It's about a detective and a fire marshal working together to solve a series of arsons. It's based on a true story. But you learn in the second episode that one of the arsons is the fire marshal. So you like see him trying to solve a crime, but also setting crimes. And he's like trying to write a book about it. It's based on a true story, so it sounds pretty interesting. A couple of episodes are out now, so if you guys are into something like that, a little crime thriller, check it out.
Reminds me of a show. There's an old show I saw a long time ago called Stalker. And it was about an FBI agent, a female FBI agent, and she got was given a partner, and come to find out they were like solving crimes about people being stalked and raped, and her partner
He was the one doing it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I like shit like that. A little mind bending. And as far as anime, we're in the new season of anime. A bunch of shit's out. Not JJK.
Everything kicked off.
Dandadan.
My Dress Up Darling season 2.
Was it Summer Haruko, whatever his name died. That's on Amazon. Not on Amazon, Netflix.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, that was it. There's just a bunch.
Gotcha.
Are you watching anything, Austin?
Man, Anime Expo happened this weekend, everybody. We got so many announcements. Gate season 2. Gate. Wow. 2015.
That's a good show.
It's 2025, and we get a Gate.
Yeah, Gate. I loved it. Tokyo Ghoul's getting a movie.
Oh my god! How have we not talked about Cyberpunk Edge Runners 2? Let's go!
Coop, did you finish that?
Did you finish that?
Yeah, I finished it. I finished it.
Another season of that.
Oh my god, I'm so ready. That literally had me on the floor. Free runs trailer for season 2 already
2026,
and the manga just got off hiatus, so now it's already kicking again. So it was a good time, good announcements. I'm sorry, I guess that's on to me. What am I working on? So I am working on the Izumo. I already showed you guys that girl kit. Still working on that, trying to finish building that. I snapped together the entry grade ARCS 93 new Gundam, and then the FF. I'm sorry, the FF. It is, like I said, I actually really like the blocky proportions here. It's actually quite cool. I can definitely see myself actually. We were talking about this. Me and Coop, he was like, you could definitely, do some crazy stuff with this. But I kind of fall in love with this blocky proportion, this anime kind of aesthetic. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to deepen in the lines, a little bit of scribing to deepen lines, but not add a lot. Try to keep it very, very base form how it is here, and just paint it.
Do you want to get the new one?
Oh, and I found the water slides. Go ahead.
Do you want to get the new Gundam and integrate?
And get the shield and get the gun?
Well, just to have both.
Probably not. I mean, I would like the shield and the gun, but it's not. I'm not going to go out my way to get it. Next time I'm in Hobbytown and it's there and I got the money, sure, why not? I'll pick it up. But I don't see a reason to have two of them. I might take the shield and gun and give the body away to somebody there. But what I really want is the fin funnels. I know we got the long range fin funnel here, but I would like either 2 long range fin funnels, or I would like the regular fin funnels, and kind of.
You have to get the high grade for that though.
Yeah, that's the problem. The high grade is like $30, and if I get that, I don't know if the shield and the gun from the high grade fit this kit too.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I want to spend $30 just for fin funnels, so I might have to get the fin funnels from the Build Divers. The Build Divers new Gundam, that was a separate pack they sold. You could probably get that and use it, but they don't look exactly the same. They're very curvy, not really bulky. So I'm not sure. 100%.
Yep. One of his early builds, the What If series, when CD was doing a What If series out there.
Yeah, 2019.
2019, yeah,
2020, something like that. Shit.
So I'm not 100% sure about that, but I do like the way this looks. I think I'm just gonna paint it a little bit of shading, and then call it a day, and then be good with that. Besides that, that's all I've been working on. The RG new Gundam has already been shipped out to After Colony Kid. Once again, shout out to After Colony Kid. He's running the charity event.
The wing, not the new.
I'm sorry, the Wing Gundam. I'm sorry, the RG Wing Gundam's been shipped out. So once again, everybody, you have a chance to win this kit behind me. You have a chance to win this. Just keep it locked to After Colony Kid, my Instagram page, and keep it locked to the Undergated Network. Just do that in general. You should be doing that anyway. But yeah, for more information on that. But yeah, that's it.
All right. So pretty good pickups, pretty good builds, working in progress, and things like that. Let us know in the comments what y'all working on. Some of the things y'all been watching, reading, movies y'all getting ready for, things like that.
Superman comes out on Friday.
Yeah, Superman does come out this Friday.
Heard it.
I'm not going to watch it.
Same. I'll see Fantastic Four though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I'll see the Fantastic Four. It's just hard to watch one of them DC movies when there's no like continuity, like nothing really blends and shit like that.
This is the kickoff. Heard it's pretty good though. We'll see. I'm not gonna see it though.
Just making it real quick, just skimming through the what's new section. Shout out to Gunpla X Tester, not Gunpla X Tesseract. Shout out to you though, Gunpla X Tesseract, but Gunpla Nerd. Just
did you see the trailer yet?
I haven't. I have not seen
the Hathaway. We have to get
not seen the Hathaway trailer because I've been waiting for the pod. Okay. All right. So we're gonna watch the trailer. All right, bet. I heard mixed reviews on the trailer.
Oh yeah.
I'm hyped now. All right. So we're gonna watch the trailer. Y'all ready?
Yeah. One more time.
That was it.
Watch the girl run across the street. This shit kills me.
Why it look like that? Why that Penelope? I mean, the sheet gonna look like that at the end, like a video game.
Right.
Like, look at that. Look like I'm booting up for a video game.
PS3.
All right.
It was like the best and worst snippet.
I'm glad we're getting. I'm hyped that we're getting Hathaway after all this time.
They could have saved that for another year. Like, give it 6 more months. Yeah.
After after it was announced, like I said, I didn't watch it. Y'all watching my live reaction to it now. But after it was announced, I did go back and watch Hathaway 1, obviously, the first Hathaway. Man, it's a good series. Whatever on Netflix is good. Hathaway is good. Just going through not a whole lot of what's new. Your boy did pick up one of these. That should be in the mail. And that's the Tristan. I told you I was going to get one. And this was going to be the first one. After all them times we say
I
I'm
can
gonna get that one, I'm gonna
confirm.
get that
I
one.
can confirm. I seen the ship. It's bots.
It is on its way soon. So, man, this looks tough. I don't know. We've been looking at it on grayscale quite some time, but the full version of this looks tough. Sheesh. So I picked that up. Y'all getting the light gun cannon?
Nah.
We gonna get you getting the P Bandai one? You know they're gonna drop a P Bandai one to the white one.
Yeah, I seen shout out Hubert, whatever his name is. He already painted that shit that color, but I'm good. The only other one I want from this series is the Gelgoog. I'll probably get the red Gundam with the Gelgoog for sure. They missed me with the Guyan.
The Gelgoog?
Yeah, the Guyan. I don't want it. Can't do it.
This was okay in the series though. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Everything looked better than I thought.
Yeah, so not a whole lot since the last time I was here. Clear kits.
Yeah, they have Hobby Next or Next Phase coming up at the end of this month. So they're probably holding off on a lot of their end of the year kits or surprise drops for end of the year and beginning of winter next year. Yeah. That's going to be probably announced toward the end of July, so on end of this month. So we
need the Verkov for this year.
Yeah, we do need the Verkov for this year, so we got to figure out.
You think we're going to get one?
Hmm.
Why not?
Yeah,
they gave us 2 last year.
Well, did they give us 2 Verkovs or 2 Master Grades last year?
They gave us
CPAC and there in Sinanju.
Sinanju, but
you think they'll come
that's a cop out
if
they I mean it's Bandai, so who knows? But like the Sinanju is 97% the same kit.
And the CPAC isn't really a kit. That's just a. I mean the B pack isn't a kit. That was just add-on.
No, the CPAC.
Yes. The B pack.
The CPAC, the CPAC and the Sinanju Stein came together. The narrative in general, the narrative master grade.
Oh, that's right. CPAC was early last year. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like.
I think they both came around the same time, right?
Hey, did they? I thought the CPAC was. Yeah, the CPAC was early last year, February. Near February. Yeah.
They're like 2 months apart.
In June.
They were announced. June. They were announced in 2023, but they came out in 2024. That's right. I'm sorry. Continue.
No, that was it. I mean, I don't think they're going to come out with a. You think Verkov and they coming out with a PG too? They gave you a PG and you greedy bastards want a Verkov too?
Need them, even though, and I'm not gonna buy either of them bitches, but PG. You can always ask for more, right? They ain't doing enough, but I'm not gonna buy them.
Let's see. Yeah, we may not get another master grade. I'm looking at. There's not a lot. There's not a lot here that they could do. Maybe no. There's no anniversaries, no big announcements, no happy stuff. There's nothing anybody's really asking for. Everything else that everyone wanted is already on P Bandai. So yeah, no, we might be done.
I'm trying to think about
unless we get the Rising
kit they get. What wing kit could they give us in Verkov?
Besides any wing, like it got to be
Epion. But that's. Oh no, man!
I don't think there's any wing kit they can really give us, except a Master Grade Leo.
As a Verkov?
As a Verkov.
Turn this
for no reason. For no reason whatsoever.
Turn this shit off.
There's panel lining everywhere for a Leo. The leg is 50 pieces.
Ain't no way. I mean, sure, give us
that crazy,
but a Verkov is out of line.
It's crazy. There's no other than the Sinanju and the Sazabi. Is that the only antagonist Verkov?
If you want to count the
on a Psycho Zaku.
Yeah, it's like, and if you want to count the Banshee Norn, technically, or the Banshee, technically was an antagonist for like half the series. Actually, for most of the series, only saying good guy to the very end.
Because I'm thinking they never gave us like a Zaku Verkov. Now you would think they will at least give you something to pair the Verka up with, but I guess not. I guess not.
Psycho Zaku was the only Zaku themed Verka.
I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get another Verka this year.
No, I don't think we're getting probably Verka. No, I don't think
we're
so
done. I think we're done. We might be done with kits. You're already getting the Shining. You're already getting the Shining. You're already getting the Wing Zero regular TV version. Getting the Vidar. You've been announced the PG. I mean, damn, man. What the fuck else you want us to do?
And they for those who don't know, they're reprinting the Phaz Verka and the Master Grade O. Everyone, the Master Grade O, which hasn't been in circulation since I think 2006. It is one of the most valuable kits on the aftermarket. It regularly goes for $500, sometimes $600. The kit only costs $180.
Can you believe there's a kit? There's going to be a kit out there at retail for the price of a flipper.
Nah, that bro. PG I don't know if you guys seen the what Bandai's been doing with their prices. I seen the PG Banshee. Last time it released $220. It's $302 now.
Nah. The PG Banshee, I know for a fact the PG Banshee was like $270 when I bought it in 2019.
First release, $220.
Damn.
How long ago was that?
302.
It's 5 years ago.
Shit, I still want that green motherfucker too. I still want that bastard.
Boy, I mean, man, it looked good. Maybe for $220 now. 302. I mean, I don't know if you guys seen that too. The tariffs, 25% tariffs starting August 1st in Japan.
Oh, did you see that? Like, because of the tariffs, there's already a problem with smuggling. Like, smuggling has increased like tenfold. So now people are sneaking everything into the country, into the U.S. Yeah. It's crazy. We now have a smuggling problem for Gundams.
Good luck.
Computer parts.
And that was already raising their prices. Now you gotta pay an additional 25%.
The Millennium Falcon is flying in here with Han Solo, and he's got the Phaz on the table, while one of the bounty hunters sitting there on the other side with the gun on it, with the blaster on him.
Smuggling Gundams is nuts.
Shoot, hey man, you got to do what you got to do. Hey man,
it's a nut world we live in.
Gundams and cocaine.
That's it. So that's it for what's new. Not a whole lot, like I said. Yeah, not a whole lot. Pre-Bandai, the summer event dropping. Y'all go out there and check out the summer event if y'all gonna pick up anything. Next up, hold that thought. What do y'all think? I know you just said the tariffs is a big deal.
Shout out to, prayers and thoughts to anybody affected by the Texas floods. I know the absolutely. Texas that was crazy. I didn't even hear about that news until recently when I walked into work. That the amount of water, I think they said like 30, sometimes 60 feet or something like that in some places, that the water like literally took away entire buildings, like houses were wiped away, and there was a small group of camp people that got wiped, and they're still looking for them too. So, thoughts to all those people.
Absolutely. Thoughts and prayers out to them.
Thoughts and prayers for sure.
That's crazy, man. And then they got hit with a flood like back in like 2015, right? A hurricane or something. I remember JJ Watt did like a big thing a long time ago. So I wonder obviously, they probably still bouncing back from that too. So thoughts and prayers for my people out there down there in Texas. Check in with us, let us know what y'all doing all right. Try to be some type of entertainment for y'all while y'all go through these hard times. I know natural disasters, this shit can be unexpected, right? And I think they said that the
crippling
river rose or something like that in like in 30 minutes. Like it was quick.
Mm-hmm.
Like it hit them quick. So sheesh. We're gonna leave it at that. I don't even think anything can really back up behind that when it comes to hold that thought. Like thoughts and prayers out for everybody. Next up, let's go into the main topic of the discussion. We have the GQuuuuuuux review. GQuuuuuuux review. Episodes 1 through 6 is today. 7 through 12 will be next week. And we're going to talk about it. What we think overall of the series. The first episode is a little different. CD and Austin told me it was a little bit different from the movie. Kind of different layout. I think it went. Yeah, I think it went. In the movie, it went UC. So you see Shar first, and then you get to the regular timeline. This one, it kind of flips it. So episode 1 is called The Red Gundam. The backstory behind this, Amate, or not Amate, is her name? What's her name? Amate?
Machu.
Is it Amate?
Yeah,
that's her nickname, right? That's her nickname. Machu, a high school girl living in the Azuma colony, meets a female carrier named Nine. Neon.
Nen.
Nen. I don't know.
It's like the Japanese pronunciation for meow is Nen. Nyan.
Did you just meow?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Yes, it did. Hey, hey, man. At this point, everybody knows what I'm about. Continue.
I hope not, man. What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
But episode 1, you see the Red Gundam. Episode 2, you get to see the White Gundam. That's the name of the episode. During the height of the 1-year war, pitting the Principality of Zeon against the Earth Federation. A pivotal event at Side 7 alters conflict's trajectory. Then we get episode 3, which is Machu and Clan Battle. Amate meets a boy named Shuji who pilots the Red Gundam. She can't forget the cessation of the glowing universe they experienced together. She can't forget that joint.
The Kiri.
Yeah, Kiri, whatever it was called.
That's what the kids are calling it these days.
Yeah, forming a MAV and enter a clan battle. In episode 4, The Witch's War, that episode kind of threw me off. Super Yukon, known as the Witch, shoots down over 100 enemies during the 1-year war, enters the clan battle to settle an old score with the Red Gundam. Episode 5, Machu plans to earn. Well, this one is called Episode 5. Neon doesn't know what about the Kira. Machu plans to earn money in the clan battle and travel to Earth with Suji and Neon. On the day of the clan battle, Machu is caught by Xavier. Machu is caught by Xavier at the rate that is. Who the hell was Xavier?
The dude that was flying the G-Quarks to begin with.
Oh, okay.
He flies the Gian.
Okay.
So, hold on.
I'm like, yo, who the hell is running around as Xavier? Does he got a fade? Who's X? Huh? Who running around as Zay? All right. And in the last episode, we're going to talk about the plot to assassinate Cassilia. Anik, ain't that her name? The girl that looks like she could be related to Cassilia, the Machu's clan battle person. Mm-hmm. The head girl. Discovers Suji's hideout. Machu learns that Anik plans to sell intel back at the next clan battle. The Earth Federation Forces Intelligence Service learning Cassilia's top secret info. So those are the first 6 episodes. What's your thoughts on the first half? It's a good take. I'm not a big fan of the clan battles. We could talk more about this on the second half. I don't understand the purpose of the clan battle after you watch the second half. But it looks like it was try to give everybody the best of both worlds. Of like, if you like
the Witch of Mercury kind of like fights,
video game aspect of it. Yeah, the fights from Witch for Mercury. And then on the second half, we talk more about it. But nah, hold on. Fuck all that.
What happened?
I gotta know now, dog. I gotta know now. I can't wait till next week. Where does this shit rank at? Where's the
air going? Fuck. Damn. Hold on. I almost had a wild take saying this was the best piece of Gundam that came out in the last 10 years, besides Hathaway. But I got to see what's come out in the last 10 years.
Best piece of Gundam from 2015 to now?
Is that OD?
I
like this better than all the Build Diver series. I think it ranks higher than all of them.
Build Divers, the Build series or Build Divers?
The Build series. I think this is below them on my list. Personally, I think it's better, but on my list,
don't throw out personally now because we can't argue with personally.
The Build Divers doesn't make my list at all. I'll say that.
Okay, but the first series was Seiji and Renji. Sei and Renji.
No,
the first season was.
It didn't. It's good. This does more.
Okay. This take.
Cool. I think you don't even have this in your top 20.
I don't know. It's in a. It was fun to watch. Would I double back on it? I might just one time. It's not Eighth Dimension double back. It's not Stardust Memories double back. It's not Warner Pocket double back.
It's in my top 10.
Well, let's keep it funky. We here to keep it funky, man.
But first, Austin, where do you have it?
Hold on. Right before Austin, hold on. I want to know where does it compete at with Wish for Mercury too? That's that question out there too, because we reviewed two. This would be a second kind of series, like ongoing that we reviewed, right? We Wish for Mercury, and then now this. Obviously, we talked about other series before, but this is like the new ones. So, Austin, where would you rank this overall? And I want to see how it stack up against your Wish for Mercury. Because if people don't remember, if you're new to the channel, hold on. If you're new to the channel, right?
He said, let me get this
in the camera. Hold on.
Yeah,
close up. Camera 2.
I don't know if y'all know this. Hold on.
For the people that are new out here,
you don't know.
This one right here, right? I talk this one. All right, cool. For the people that don't remember,
Lincoln's in 5.
He was a young boy back then. He was a young boy. Austin. I mean, he put Wish for Mercury in the top 5. He put him in the top 5. He put Suletta and the Ariel in the top 5 of all time. Of all time. Now this came out. Give the people what they want, Austin. Let them hear it. Let them hear the review.
I'm not gonna lie. I think he might have flipped it. I think he might have G-Quarks over Witch Mercury.
So I watched G-Quarks twice.
All the way through?
All the way
Mind you, both y'all were like, this shit ain't it after the movie.
This ain't it. Yeah,
fair. That's right. Fair.
We came out the movies and me and Coop both were like, nah. But remember, me and Coop both said, or at least I know I said, but I don't know if Coop said. I said, hey, we expect this to get better. Right? There's just a lot of talent behind this. The animation's pretty good. This is gonna get better. Right? Sure enough, it did. It got better. It got way better. Way better. I still like Witcher Mercury better.
Okay. That's fine.
Sorry.
It's more complete.
Is that you?
I'll say this though. If I was getting more nuanced, I would say I like the first half of Witcher Mercury better than the first half of this, and then flip wise. So I like the second half of G-Wax better than I like the second half of Witcher Mercury.
I can see that.
Yeah, I think the first half of this show was doing stuff that I couldn't care less about. It was all set up, but I was just like, I don't care about clan battles. I'm not really digging that. I'm not really spending enough time with all these characters really to work out. Yeah. There's still some stuff that needs to be added in. And then in the second half, when stakes are added, where things are starting to roll, right? In the first half, it shows you hints that stakes are happening, but they're not really presenting it, like the witch episode where she dies.
Episode 4, yeah. I know.
Yeah, they're showing you hints of stuff, right? But it just wasn't. I was like, sure, okay. But the second half is where it all came a lot better, a lot flowing, a lot better, a lot more questions were answered, a lot more things were rolling. The second half had a way better finish than it had a start. And it flipped for Witcher Mercury. It had a way better start than the finish.
Way better.
That's fair. Likewise, like the first half, I'm not big on the clan battle because it makes it feel like you're trying, like Bandai's trying to tap into the video game market. To me, like because everybody's streaming and doing things like, oh, let's watch the clan battle on TV. Like it just felt like it was trying to force, like, oh, it's hip right now, so let's do it, right? So I'm not a big fan of the clan battle. Didn't understand the whole purpose of the mav, and for the people out there, if you're watching it, like, yo, what's a mav? Basically, it's your partner. That's it. It's like this. They really went in on like trying to tell people like a mav, like this is your wingman in battle.
Does it make you wonder that like they might have had more episodes originally, and then the budget was like, all right, this is the budget? Because I feel like that mav thing could have been hinted at, like could have been told over more episodes. And I feel like they're like, all right, we can only do
like
12.
You might be right, because like what's the purpose of every battle? Like that's what Gundam is. Like the gun cannon in a gun tank. Nobody's calling them mavs, but I get it. Like I get it. People out there, I understand there's a new series, a new spin on it, but they
the way
put
they
so
hinted
much
at it,
emphasis.
they put
so much emphasis on having a partner, and it kind of was like, why? Like why we?
I think it was just so strongly hinted at because in the end, where she finds a Mav and she said, "Let's be Mavs together." I think that was the main goal. That's why it was so hinted that Mavs is so important, so they could double back on it later on in the series. On the last episode, saying, "I need a Mav. Will you be my Mav?" And Nian being like, "Yay."
She was underdeveloped too. I feel bad.
Oh, where's Nian from? Anybody?
She was hella underdeveloped.
Yeah, she said, I have nobody. I'm like, where are you from? Nowhere. Okay. What other character development do you have?
The mom. It was like the dynamic between Machu and the mom. Like, I'm like, are we going to get something from this? Is she adopted? Like,
where's the dad?
Yeah, like, what's going on?
It's confirmed Machu dyes her hair red. In one of the episodes, you see the picture of Machu as a kid. She has hair black, so she dyes her hair red. Yeah. So that way you know that, okay, so it was a biological.
That's actually her mom. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually her mom.
Okay.
She's not Pew2. And when they said the test experiment escaped, it was the Roses Ferran, which we now know. Spoiler everybody. Plug your ears for. I'm gonna put my hand up here. We all know it's Lala.
Yes.
So yeah, since we all know that now, we're like, all right, cool.
So think about what you just said. The what you call it, escape, the experiment.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what do you mean that she escaped? She was never in your universe, right? Like that's in the back half. That's the back half of it. That's when it gets good. That's when the story gets good, people. Once Lala is kind of introduced.
I'm guessing when she escaped, she must have made a Zek Nova and ended up at the bottom of the ocean or something like that.
They were tracking.
Okay, so her Zek Nova didn't pull her from universe of the regular universe of Gundam into this universe.
No. She created this universe literally on the very moment that we showed up to watch the show. When we showed up and saw Char get into the Gundam, the white Gundam, that was the very first moment that this universe had been created by her. So when they said they found the experiment and they were testing on it, they must have found her probably floating around in space somewhere, right? Still dreaming. And then she just made a Zek Nova and got to the Earth in the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, right. There's a lot of questions that weren't answered, right? Because they had only 10 episodes.
If you hear us say Zek Nova, it's the whatever that green shit happened at.
New type of awakening.
It's what is it? It's there's an actual name for it. It happened in
Char's
counterattack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
whatever that green thing glow is around Axis, that's what Zek Nova is.
Psychoframe burst. Yeah. And that essentially Zek Nova is a black hole, but it's made by psychoframe energy.
Well, fuck it. We might as well just talk about the whole thing then instead of breaking it up into two parts.
Right? You want to go? All right, fuck it.
Might as well.
All right, bet. All right, bet. For the people that stay, enjoy.
So, like we said, first half, definitely feel like there's some episodes missing.
12 episodes too, so fuck it.
Yeah, so only 12. Probably needed 24. If you're doing a clan band battle, why bring it for 3? Why not just make it 12 and then have another 12 with the second half of this? That was my concern. That was my gripe. Like the budget, there had to be a budget cut because that should just bam.
Something's off. Right. And for it not to have, I could be wrong. My Gundam knowledge is vast, but it's not that vast. Is this the only Gundam series that we've gotten that hasn't had a? I mean, granted, it's 12 episodes. A mid-season upgrade to the protagonist suit.
Turn A.
Didn't they get an upgrade at the end though?
Turn A never got an upgrade.
No, but it went berserk. We can call that an upgrade. We didn't see it like that until episode.
Oh man, come
Second
on,
form,
dog. Second form? Nah, man. What I want to call it. What's the difference between that and destroyer mode? That shit. The unicorn goes in destroyer mode. That shit opens his mouth. Come on.
Oh yeah, unicorn.
Nah,
Unicorn never got a second. Yeah, never got an upgrade. Yeah.
Can we? Okay, I'll give you that.
She's the OG, right? I mean, did it ever get an upgrade?
I mean, technically, if you want to get, I guess you're right. The OG,
motherfucker was in the RX to the end of it.
Yeah,
he got the G3 upgrade in it, but it was never the different Gundam. It was just upgraded parts.
Yeah,
inside. He was supposed to get the Alex. So.
And but that's neither here nor there. But the first 3 episodes, I mean, the first half, don't get it. The bearded gentleman. They told me that he was in the Gundam series. I don't remember him in the Gundam series. I'm gonna have to go back. They said it was for a very short time.
He was in the original Gundam series for a very short time. Same name, piloted the same thing, and he died very quickly. And same thing with the brown hair lady who had the glasses, who assisted the crew later on in the show. She was in the original series as well for a very short time. This show was made for original Gundam fans, so because there's callbacks everywhere. There's literally hints and callbacks. Even when we get to Zeta and Double Zeta, there's like things here that you're just like, you recognize small things here and there where you're like, oh yeah, that's from Zeta, that's from Double Zeta. This was more of Anno's love letter for people who have Gundam with his wackiness thrown in. And his wackiness was kept on lock. They even said that in the interviews. They said, no, we have assigned people to keep him on lock so he doesn't go full Hideo Kojima on this. Like he cannot go too crazy because Anno was getting there. The good thing they tapped out at 12 because Anno lost his mind.
That's still when the RX came through the portal. That shit was kind of sick.
They played the wrong music though. They should have had the new Gundam come through because they were playing the Char's counterattack music, and it would have been actually made more sense if the new Gundam came through because when Axis blew up, remember the Amuro and Char were just missing in action, and you could claim it was a Zek Nova. And in this show, Char goes missing because of a Zek Nova on Axis at the same time. So it actually would have made complete sense if the new Gundam came through, holding Sazabi in its hand, and essentially the two characters right there and there kind of meeting. That would have been dope.
But they did confirm in this series that that Char is dead from our universe, right? They did confirm because it was always like a mystery.
Yeah.
Right? Like
he's missing in action. Yeah. No.
Yeah, it was always
in the original series, they're still missing in action. And this series didn't confirm. Yeah, this series didn't confirm their death. Because remember, Lala, right? The Lala from that universe, Char died in his Galgoog. That is her universe. She's never seen our universe, our OG timeline yet. She's just been going through making timelines. So by the time she gets here, she got to the point where in her searching, probably test subject 15 billion, right? Or whatever she was searching
Doctor Strange.
She got to Axis and Char died there. And then she made a new one, right? And that's how they got the Sazabi parts in the G. Oh yeah, for people who don't know, the G-Frag, the G-Frank, which is the purple and white suit that non-pilots, that is the Sazabi. So the red horns in the top of that kit are from the Sazabi. And when the G-Quax opened its mouth, that cycle frame is from the new Gundam. That's why, now you're right, CD. That's why Amuro was there talking to her. So this is a series made for Gundam fans. For anybody who loves Gundam, you can go back and you see a bunch of things that reference our OG series.
Now, it might not be for the
makes no sense, but there.
Who are really like detail-oriented Gundam fans.
No.
Shit like this with like nitpick.
But if you just like hates this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
If you just kind of like it, you like Gundam, like you're a fan of the UC and you like suits. Like I like the battles. This has some of the coolest fight scenes. All of them looked really well. I love the redesigns of the mobile suits. I didn't think I would like any of them, but seeing them in motion, the police Zaku, the regular Zaku. I don't like the young model, but like seeing it in action looked great. the redesigned Psycho Gundam. That shit looked cool. The Gundam that was in there for like 30 seconds, I forgot what it was. Or something say that it's blue, looks like a dolphin, not a dolphin, like a starfish.
Mm-hmm.
Wasted, but it looked amazing for like the 8 seconds it was there.
Didn't do nothing. Pulled the trigger once.
Wow.
They got knocked out.
The Psycho Gundam though, with the Psycho Gundam, the parts came off of it, right? So they brought the Psycho Gundam back, gave you a little, I guess, paying homage to the Zeta. Yeah, call back to Zeta, right? And then it went berserk
in the city.
Parts come off of it in the city. And I saw muscle fibers, and I'm like, come on, man. You could have just gave us a frame. You could have just gave us a frame. I'm cool, but you could have just gave us a frame. Could have just gave us a frame.
Shoot. The only thing I didn't like is that the bits that came off of it were not literally aerodynamic. It was just the armor pieces. Like someone took off the armor pieces from the model kit and just kept throwing them in the air.
Throwing them, yeah, exactly.
Around. But you could tell that Anno. This is what Anno does. Like Shin Kamen Rider, Shin Godzilla, the Evangelion rebuilds. These are all just like kind of his brain and how he sees big giant set kaiju / large monster pieces at its core. Like you could tell that this is very much an Anno production. When the frame came off, you saw the skeleton underneath. You're like, oh yeah, no, this is his the mecha designer. I forgot his name, and Anno working tie and tie together.
I know CD just hinted at like what he liked the redesigns. Model kit wise, what are we picking up? I'm going to pick up the Red Gundam, and I'll probably pick up a G-Quarks.
I got 5.
No lie.
6. I got a G-Quarks. I got 2 Police Zaku's.
You got 6 already?
No, I'm going to.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say.
Two Gelgoogs and a Red Gundam.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
I think I'm just going to get the White Gundam. I think that might be it. Just and the Police Zaku with the space backpack if P Bandai releases that, which I don't know if they are. Right now it doesn't look too good, but the White Gundam, I think the White Gundam for sure.
The original, and that's the Red Gundam but in white. So before you get the regular colorway,
Crystal, he has different cheeks and different shoulder connection joints because it doesn't have the connection for the bits or the funnels. Yep.
How are these kids talking about versus Witcher Mercury?
So far, I like my Witcher Mercury kits. I'm not gonna lie. I've been, as people know, I've been kind of building them on the side as like a project I'm kind of doing. And the Burger Pente, it looks so unappealing. And then when you pose it and you mess around with it, that joint is crazy good. I'm shocked at how good the Witcher Mercury kits really are.
I love them too.
Yeah, and there's just a crap ton of them. Shoot.
From the ones I built, I was like, okay, cool. Like the Dari Ball. I think I'll enjoy the Red Gundam more than the Dari Ball. And the G-Quarks. Probably more than the Caliburn. Well, the Caliburn was fun to build, but
I think I already have as many G-Quarks kits as I'd had of Witcher Mercury kits. I think the is probably one of the best model kits designs to come out. Gundam, like Gunpla, to come out in a long time.
Which one?
The one that looks like the GM?
The one that we were talking about, like.
Oh yeah.
Well, the one that we bashed like 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, because they closed it. But yeah. I think it's one of the best.
Okay. Yeah. I think the White Gundam looks. I want the White Gundam because it looks like an Evangelion mixed with Gundam. And I kind of want it just as like a collection piece. That seems, I don't know why. That one's the most appealing to me. The Zaku with the backpack's kind of just fun to have because the backpack.
Big ass backpack.
Yeah. I don't want the Dom. The Dom looks kind of, actually the Dom looks kind of bland to me. But
Dom, the Dom, no, 3-leg Dom, no sir. Adios.
Yeah.
This, I don't like the frown.
I'm definitely painting this. I just love the tricolor look of it, and look how it's just so unique. You don't ever see a Gundam look like this. And in my brain,
looks like an Ava for sure.
It literally looks like an Ava. It looks like a Gundam and an Ava got mixed together. Like that Gundam Godzilla kit that's coming out that everyone's raving about. It looks like someone's just having fun with the overall like aesthetic of Gundam. And I gotta say,
I like got sneakers on, man.
Yeah,
yeah. It literally, it's a skinny legs with sneakers. It's me. It's a prison build.
I mean, overall, the show.
I just wish the core fighter was, because the core fighter we found out in this is the backpack. I just wish that came with it. But that's right.
Anything that disappoints y'all?
Like we said, Nan's backstory was absolutely non-existent. Would have loved.
Nan's was non.
Yeah, non-existent. Nan's was non-existent. I think this really could have been, I don't want to say perfect, but up there. If it just had a little more breathing room with a few more episodes.
Yeah, we definitely needed some more time with Shinji and Machu interacting with each other. We had basically nothing.
Shinji's backstory, like
we got his backstory,
but like
not really. I mean, like,
but it was told in MS Flash. It was a PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, like no moving parts, just pictures.
Yeah, just literally just pictures and Char talking after Char did a magical girl transformation.
I mean, did y'all think it was Char when he, like, the moment y'all saw him, like I saw the blonde hair at the airport. I was like,
when it cut to him and it stayed there a little longer than it needed to, I was like, oh, okay, that's Char.
That was disappointing.
And it's crazy. They were like, you infiltrated the entire experiment program that they're working on, the black hole gun, right? He's like, you infiltrated the whole thing just to get this close. And I was like, how long has Char been here?
And like, exactly. He didn't put in the application and moved up the ranks and like, come on, man.
And him and Shinji have apparently known each other for a while in like a different universe or something like that. And he's gotten like, Char had the brain blast and was able to learn about all that stuff.
What did he say? He felt Shinji's new type ability. He knew he was like he knew that he was, because it almost felt like it was Gundam Wing when Troa, he was like, I'll pilot the Gundam. He was like, oh, I like this Gundam. Like, I'm like, so Shinji's just a worker. He's just a worker and he wants to pilot this motherfucker. And you just feel that he has the capabilities to do it.
I felt that new type pressure on him, I guess.
Right. It was odd. Well, which the whole Char thing towards the end of it. It was dope though to see a different take on the Gundam universe. Like Dozel died in this universe, and Cassilia lived. There's a whole lot of what ifs that could spawn
killed off
from
Black
that.
Tri-Stars.
Killed off, yeah. Anyway. There's a whole lot of what ifs. Only thing, and this is just, how much I don't like saying personally, but personally, only thing I don't really like is the animation. Like I tell Austin, and Austin told me, it reminded me of a Pokemon. Like I was watching Pokemon.
Oh, the character designs?
Yeah, the character designs. I felt like when the girl that ran the clan battle for the Pomeranians, I'm looking at her, I'm like, she's gonna throw a Pokeball out at any minute. She looked like the aunt for Jesse and what's it, Jesse from Team Rocket,
Jesse and James.
Jesse and James, like that's her aunt is her, like her cool hip aunt. I can see her walking out.
It's definitely a clash because you see the classic designs that were made in the 70s, and then you see the newer Pokemon designs that were made in the 2020s, and the eyes are just strikingly different. Because when you see Cassilia's eyes, and you see Machu's eyes, or Nan's eyes, and you see them in the same frame together, you're just like, one of these things is not like the other. One of these things doesn't belong. You're just like, they look so different, and it's striking. You get kind of used to it after a while. Like all anime, if you just immerse yourself in watching enough time, your brain kind of reworks into just accepting what you're seeing. But yeah, no, especially the first half, it is something you have to try and get over. I think it helps by you staying with the newer characters a lot longer than you do the older characters.
Right.
Like, so it kind of helps you kind of mold you into there. But yeah, it's kind of striking when you see not Dozel, but what's the other guy? When you see Garen, thankfully he was only there for like 2 minutes, and he had less lines than his assistant. Origins. Straight from Origins, right? Garen looked like his original designer was like brought in for a day to make 5 sheets and then dip.
And so that kind of was like odd to me. Not odd, but I was like, I'm not really feeling it. But the overall show, I'll give it a solid 6. I'll give it a solid 6 to 7. I think that if you're a Gundam fan, UC or non-UC, it gives you the best of both worlds. Gunpla wise, you'll be able to at least pick up 2 to 3 kits from it minimum. I think everybody will probably get a GQuuuuuuux in at least a red or white Gundam, right? And then after that, you get what you might like the Gelgoob or the Dom or the Gin and stuff like that. So you can at least get a few kits from this series. The short-lived episodes, 12 episodes, things that kind of didn't make sense, like I said about the math situation. I get it at the end. Lala don't really. So there was a Lala that was a madam or mistress. What was she? They basically brought a brothel. There was a brothel in that joint. Lala was the top dog in the brothel, and she was like, "Nah, I keep having this dream about old boy and blah, 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 blah. I don't know.
I must wait.
I must." Yeah.
She was like, I have a dream of a blonde haired man coming to buy me and save me away, which is technically in Origins what happened too. It is. She is seeing the visions from the original universe being flown through this other Lala who's trying to create or find a universe where Char lives. So it's a very nice moment when you're like, okay, when you find out Lala's in the bottom of the sea, you're like, oh, okay, they're connected. That's why. And finally, Lala and Char have their happy ending. Finally, we'd never seen that. Lala and Char legitimately having a happy ending. So that's good. And there's even fan art with them and 2 kids. And a third on the way, and they're sitting in the field, just standing in the field with their holding hands. You're like, there we go. If you know what, if anything we take away from the series, we got a happy ending for Char and Lala. Lala definitely.
Only thing that also that threw me off, not the only thing, but one thing that threw me off was Sayla, Artasia, his sister. Mm-hmm. She was in there for a brief second. For what? That's why I thought, are we getting a season 2? But like. Because what is the purpose of just showing her in that white? What was it? A white GM? It was the white. It was the Gundam, cannon. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the gun cannon.
Light cannon. Yeah, gun cannon. Yeah.
Yeah, light cannon. Whatever. It was the white version. It's like I remember that scene in Gundam. I was like, oh, a great callback. That's it.
And she killed Dozel. She was the one who killed Dozel in the Big Zam, which is pretty dope. It's literally just in for what if, and it sounds cool. That's the only reason. And the fact she takes over Zeon with Rumble Raw as her right hand man, that's literally is just because it's cool. It's just because that's what Anno does.
Why give us something that's cool on one aspect and push it on another?
There's no reason. It's cool. I'm telling you how Anno thinks. It's cool. You're thinking about it way more than he did.
But my thing is because he did it. He did it with throughout the show. Like Lala, you go all in depth with other characters, and then you get to this character right here. That's kind of like
because she wasn't a necessary conveyor of anything else. Look, it's his sister.
She still exists.
And he has a new time moment. Maybe that was just the show. Like he sensed his sister. The show is new time moment.
She still exists, and it's cool. Artasia to be taking over Zeon. It's cool. Dead.
So you said you give it a 5 or a 6?
I'll give it a 6, 7. I'm not saying it's in the top 10, but I could on a nice rainy day. Turn it on again.
What? Better than Requiem of Vengeance?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Better than that, for sure.
I give it a 7.5, 7.5, 8.
I feel like if you could get a whole lot of, you could build it. I'm not saying build a backlog. You can get a decent amount of kits. The series is good. You go has replay value. Yeah, it has to have a 7. I don't know if Witch from Mercury for me has a replay value. No shot at Austin, but
No.
to me, I can't go back and watch Witch from Mercury again. Right, like
once was enough for me too. But I can say I at least say I finished it, but it didn't sit
right.
sit with me.
So I think the replay value on this, since it's not just the fact that it's 12 episodes, but it's entertaining to the UC, that I put it above Witch from Mercury.
Also, I OD'd, and it's definitely not like top 3. I forgot what else came out. Thunderbolts came out in the last 10 years, and Narrative came out in the last 3 years. I'm not gonna say Origins. Origins is not that high on my list.
That's 10. That's in the last 10 years. Origins. IBO too, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. But I don't think Origins are in my top 5. Or maybe IBO was 5. Origins wasn't in my top 5.
Origins not in your top 5.
Nope.
You might need to relook that. Where you put it, Austin? Rank number wise. 1 through 10.
1 through 10. I give it a 5.5. It's a pretty good series. I think you get a lot more enjoyment if you're an OG Gundam fan, like if you're a really, really big fan of the OG series. I have talked to a Gundam fanatic in the man of Cole, who works at our local hobby town, and he absolutely hates the show.
I think Cobra Pod does too. I think Cobra Pod's probably in that same boat.
Yeah, there's a good amount of people that they're OG Gundam fans who are fans of the OG series, who couldn't even fathom getting into it. And I understand, this is more of just a what if callback, kind of an homage, free money, have a free ride to go see a what if story. And really this is more of a vehicle of Anno's ideas and mindset really than it is than like an actual like Gundam added to the mythos or zeitgeist of Gundam. This is for Anno. This was this is as if someone gave Nikes to Travis Scott, right? Gave him a chance to do some special edition Air Jordans, right? Or gave some celebrity a special edition of whatever Air Jordan, right? Here, Air Jordan 3s, gave him to, I don't know who's famous right now, dude. Haley Steinfeld, and told her to design a pair of Air Jordans, right? That same thing with this. Hey, give Gundam to Anno, see what he can do to make some special edition stuff, so some cool stuff. I give it a 5.5. I personally think I enjoyed all the what if cool stuff. I'm probably never gonna watch this ever again. I don't think it's, I don't think it, I don't think it's bad. I think now that I know, and now I've gone through the ride,
you got enough.
There's nothing left for me. So
that's all right.
And I mean the only thing that I liked about it, the only thing I think that stuck with me is that Lala and Char got a happy ending. That's very much it. Machu, once again, I don't think I spent enough time with her, though I did get her character toward the end of it and like her, but even the decisions he made at the last second were weird. Nan, we know nothing about. I cared more about Cassilia the entire series. I actually cared more about her, especially when we got one little bit of backstory of her, where she's talked about Char's golden hair and what it would be like to be a mother. I was like, oh well, give me more of that. Make Cassilia, make having to pull the trigger to kill Cassilia make me feel bad about that.
Hey, we didn't say that shit though. He still blew her up though.
Yeah.
Headshot.
Hey,
Yeah, just even worse now. You would think back in the middle, I would take the RPG over the regular hand RPG over the goddamn mecha bazooka.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, I was like, well,
Right.
at least there might be something left. But nah. No, it's a 5.5, maybe a 6. Bump it up to a 6. But once again, like I said, if you are a fan of OG Gundam, dang, all the OG Gundam fans, I want to recommend it for them, but all the OG Gundam fans I know hate this show. It's all the newer people.
It's almost like OG Gundam fans are like zealots, man. Like they like OG Gundam fan. Like they just want Universal Century. They don't give a fuck about nothing else.
And
Like,
not
they don't
alternative
want
UC. They want
nah. They want straight UC. They want White Dingo team out in
Yeah.
Australia cleaning up some shit. That's what they want. They don't want nothing about this.
They
Go ahead.
go ahead.
One thing I'm getting tired of, like and Austin told me this is, I guess it's in right now, is the ditzy female character lead, like
Moe.
Whatever. I'm getting tired of it. Like I'm getting tired of it. Like,
that's just anime, brother.
We went from like, you know, Mikazuki 10 years ago running around like out there on a killing spree to now okay. Like I'll get in there.
Do you know what's crazy? I prefer that character over Mizuki's character.
But I
mean, go ahead.
We know, Austin. You hate Ibia.
Yeah, no. Well, yes. I don't like stoic characters anymore. They're so bland. Hiro, Yui, Mizuki, like Jesus, do something.
Yeah, but you could give us a little bit of a like War in the Pocket really hits home on those emotions with the main character, right? Like you tied in, like damn, like my boy Al, like his buddy, somebody he look up to is Zeon, but his babysitter that from all these years ago is Federation, and he don't know who. Like you feel that emotional tie-in. That's back in the 80s, early 90s when they
So why can't they give us something like that? Because War in the Pocket isn't many episodes.
Exactly. Why don't I feel emotionally connected to these characters, like these new characters?
Like, if they could have done this, even with the clan battle, like you could have kept that and gave us more emotional invested and kept it small and not going super big universe. I think that might have even helped it too.
Tie into, you know, even though it's already been done, but like Solo Leveling, like tie into she got to do the clan battle to save something, like save her mom or some shit. You know,
they grew up in a very poor neighborhood and are disparaged, so they need money to get out of there. And
that's what they were saying about Nam, but we never got to know like why she was in that shitty situation. Looked like she's going to a private school for all the fuck we know. But like,
right?
She's hustling to make money. Like, okay, but why though?
The dude that's driving a van, like, why really give us him? Like, see you back here for some extra cash, man. Keep it pushing, man. Give me my package and keep it pushing, man.
Do you got any information?
What's the budget issues going on? Like, is there a shortage? Because the way they're pumping out these kits and upping the prices, I feel like they can't afford it. But like, we're getting all these damn other shows, but like,
can we say that maybe are we getting like too much in the quote unquote animation and kits is taking up the budget? Can we say that? I mean, high end animation.
Yeah,
I'm not saying too high end.
They need to go pump some more of that money into fucking
storytelling and development.
No, into that trailer we just watched. They need to go pump that money into that.
Because maybe we're getting too many kits and not enough money going into like R&D or something. Like
too many
kits. A whole lot. Dog, we getting a whole lot of kits. Like think about Wish for Mercury. We getting a whole lot of kits from Wish for Mercury. We got a whole lot of kits from IBO. Like,
and we're getting a whole new series.
Ran 40 episodes though.
That's right. And IBO's getting a new series too. That's crazy.
But Wish for Mercury. And this, like, we about to get a boatload of fucking kits from this series. We're gonna get I'm not saying it's Wish for Mercury, but we're gonna get up there. Like this Wish for Mercury already bypassed.
We might get like 5 more. Max.
Even still, think about how many Gundam Wing kits there are. High grade wise. 7, 8. Right? You got the
all 5 units. They wasn't fighting really shit besides Leo, so you really gonna
yeah.
Same with this one.
Yeah, but back then, like the money in the animate, like it wasn't a lot of money going into animation. I mean, probably for back then it was, but like I feel like if the next series we get, if somebody's like, "Yo, here's a pot, what are we going to put it in? Let's take majority of the money, put it in model kits. So y'all design, give me 50 suits, and let's get ready to pump out these model kits, and then rest of the money let's go into animation." Like I don't even care about
especially for this one, IBO. They've been releasing all these, like, you know, there's different houses in IBO that have all these different model kits, and there's like 50 of these fucking houses, and they've been pumping up designs just for this shit. I feel like so we're probably gonna get 50 more IBO kits, and they might just take all the cut scenes from the damn video game and turn it into this damn show.
Because like at this point, give me 6 model kits, high grades, 1 master grade, and a bang out series.
I'd rather give me less model kits.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
give me
2.
I'll take less. Like, give me. I really want a good story at this point. Don't put me in a school. Don't put me. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, I know the school is like a trope in Gundam series. Like every Gundam series has a kind of like, not every Gundam series, but there's a school involved, right? Fine, but like I didn't feel that in Unicorn, right? Like you knew Benaja was in school, but that shit was done and over with by the first 3 episodes.
Done after the first one.
Fuck school after that. My boy Al, his school got blown up and wore in a pocket. Man, like hell no, we ain't going back to school. You went to school with Hero and Relena for a few episodes. After that, it was scrape all that school shit.
Gundam X didn't even have a school. All the schools got blown up.
So
this is day one.
Yeah, that's gonna be IBO 2 straight to fighting. I mean, who knows? This IBO series might, rekindle the fire in your heart too.
Hell no, man.
You say hell no.
I feel like now that the initial push now is like, let's push out model kits. That's what it's starting to feel like. Let's push out kits.
Makes them money. Honestly, the animes, the animes don't make them that much money. It's the model kits that do.
I mean, I feel that's a big part. Like Austin said, that's a big issue in just anime in general. Like a lot of stuff isn't being fully developed. They're just pushing it out and getting like. I feel like even going back to Kaiju number 8, they could have developed that story a lot more.
Crazy.
They wanted to rush shit.
All the accessory stuff wasn't selling. That's why Young Justice got closed down. Yep. Wasn't selling enough toys. Most cartoons
because of the streaming thing, huh?
Toys. Even back then, toy sales were always the thing that kept animation going. Was how much did they sell off residuals? Because animation costs so much to advertise. You need sponsors for commercials, which doesn't happen anymore because we stream, right? So that means they have to make their money off merch, right? Anime figures, T-shirts, whatever designs. Strict G is $300 for a jacket. They make a jacket for every protagonist, no matter what that protagonist is. They'll make one for them, right? All that stuff, all that money, Bandai needs to make a little bit off of it back to make up for the animation and make money.
But what was going on in the 2000s then? Early 2000s, like when Gundam Wing came out, it was a boom, of course, because of Toonami. It was a boom. But then you see this,
Remember, Gundam Wing was a financial failure in Japan, right? It was successful in the West because of all the eyes that were seen on Toonami. Then they started selling model kits over in the West, and then they started bringing more advertisement in from Western audiences, right? Gundam X was a failure because nobody watched it in general, even though it had some viewership, but no one bought any kits from it, right? So G Gundam was a failure because even though it did have a cult following in the West, not a lot of people bought any merch from it, right? The OG Gundam was essentially Star Wars. They made their money off toy sales. That's how George Lucas made his money. He kept all the residuals from the merchandising. That's how Gundam makes its money, from merchandising.
I mean, Gundam didn't make its money. Started making money until Witch Mercury.
The original Gundam show wasn't making money until halfway through the series when Mattel came through to make toys for it. Witcher Mercury was the first financially successful Gundam series because they sell so much merch. But that's also because the demographic they shot for was a different group. They were aiming for, primarily the female audience, and then the Yuri audience as well, which Yuri audiences, CD can contest, Yuri audiences buy everything. They'll try to snatch acrylic stands from you at the store.
Oh, so speaking of that, I was at Kinokia Books, and I go in there looking for my dogs for some stuff, and I was like, "Hey, Austin, bro, they got this. I guess this is limited edition or something. There was only one in the store, and I grabbed it. And I was talking." This guy came up and was trying to take it out of my hand from me. I was like, "Hey, this is my dog, Austin." But yeah,
right,
bro. I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
Well, I need you to go back to the I need you to go back to the store. I need book 2 of Code Fairy.
Brother, book 2 of Code Fairy.
I didn't see. I wish only thing I saw that was good was this, which I had never seen. I was taking pictures to send to you guys, but I was like, I had never seen that.
I think that's the comic. I think the comic was called that, Rebellion. Was it manga?
It's the manga.
Oh, wow, that's cool. I've never seen that before.
I was thinking about that shit the other day. Nah, not shit. My bad. That Seattle trip. My brother would kill for a spam and rice cake, whatever that shit was. That was like
Spam musubi?
$1.99. Yeah,
Spam
this shit was
musubi.
$1.99. I was like, yo, I want like 2 of them right now.
I seen
I
this
was
shit
at work.
I hadn't seen too.
I don't know what that is.
Me either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's spam musubi.
Oh, but you know
It
what?
was like $1.99, man, for spam and rice.
I believe it. I believe it. It sounds delicious, though. I'm not gonna lie.
It's like a sushi.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Mobile sushi.
Gundam. Yeah.
Is that the new mobile Gundam 8?
No.
That's what the Gundam looks like.
Oh.
Almost looks like a Mark II and some shit.
I have not seen that. But back to GQuuuuuuux. But yeah, no, I mean that's probably the reason why this whole collaboration with Evangelion and Gundam happened, because Evangelion is one of the most profitable merch selling, items in history. Gundam is the most profitable. So why don't they just come together? And they're making oodles of cash right now. Oodles and doodles of cash, because there's because there's a bunch of like limited edition, Hideki Anno, C Mappa, stuff like that. That's why, and then they keep releasing the kits. People buy now you have the Ava crowd buying Gundam kits, and you have Gundam people maybe picking up a few Ava. Well, Gundam people already picked up Ava stuff anyway. So yeah, you're kind of mixing and melding the two. That's why they have probably female protagonists, because young, cute girls in figure form. So that's why we have a figure of Machu. We have 3 figures of Machu. 4
that's why you have a
Machu statue. I have one of them, right? My girl Kigali can't get Jack. They made 4 for this girl before the series was over. So yeah, I mean that's what sells. That's how they make the money.
Can we get a Kira and they go fight Ava?
That'd be funny.
Would that be crazy?
I can see that. I can see that being a commercial. They be doing like McDonald's commercials or some shit. They could do a GQuuuuuuux McDonald Ava collab, and like the Kira they come through with a hamburger. Or
they fight.
Yeah,
that'd be crazy. Red Gundam go against O2. That'd be crazy. No, 03. 03. Yeah, Oscars.
Yeah.
Kira sauce. It's like chopped up carrots, onions, and like avocados.
Who wins, Ava or a Gundam? A GQuuuuuuux?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good competition. I think the Ava still takes it. Yeah, the Ava will take it.
That Berserk mode is crazy. That shit with the AT, with the AT field. The AT field. Rip that shit wide open.
That shit is crazy.
There's a little kid piling there. I don't give a fuck how much your new type abilities go. That might put your hand through that chest. Reach through that damn cockpit. Kill your ass, nigga.
It caught an alien falling from the sky, like from the atmosphere at like Mach 10. It caught an alien the size of like a small community, like a small village, and it held it up. It bitch pressed an alien. So I'm like, Jesus.
But they could definitely do that though. I mean, if you do a whole open up a universe and now they killed it off. Unless they do like the shit like on Dragon Ball Z non-canon shit, like what they do for Dragon Ball Z. The first Broly movie was in between the Cell games.
Yep.
It was like, yo, hold on. And then y'all fought this dude in between the Cell games. When y'all come back to fight Cell, y'all should be able to whip somebody's ass.
Oh, God.
Y'all done fought Broly. Y'all done fought Broly to come back and fight Cell. Y'all should get, but now they
Cell should get worked out. Do you think we'll get any more of those Char kits that we've seen in those different universes? They had to show us a few different versions of the Char and CT Pilot.
P Bandai, if anything.
Fact.
I think the white Gundam and that white light unicorn going to be P. No, the white Gundam is not. But the white light cannon. What is that? Light gun cannon.
Mm-hmm.
Artesia's kit. That would be what? P Bandai, right?
Yeah, I think it is
probably P Bandai.
Do you think we're gonna RX? A GQuuuuuuux RX?
Oh yeah, we got a. Yeah, I think so.
We already got a figure.
Yeah, I think we get a GQuuuuuux RX. I think the only thing different on it is
we were looking at
white joints, right?
There's this weird seam line that goes down the leg, like it opens, and I'm like, damn, does it extend and get big or something? If you look at the picture, there's this seam line that's on the leg of it.
I'm just looking at here.
Do you remember
The
looking at that
chest,
shit, Austin?
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
Vincent.
on the quads.
Yeah, there's like a weird scene on the quad.
Yeah, I couldn't understand whether that was the light reflecting on it or was it like it was. I don't know. And every other picture doesn't focus on it. Every other picture, like the quad's in a certain position where you can't really see it
Yeah.
that well. So I don't know what's going on with it.
What? You the fig guy, cool. We gotta get your thought of it.
Where the picture at?
Let me go to his
It could
page.
just be a damn seam line.
But
This
it's
one?
like
No, it's like on it's way too
I don't know if you see it on
like
here.
these pictures. You can't really see it that well.
Because it was
He got white joints. That's the only thing I noticed that was different.
Yep.
All the
Yep.
joints are white.
Yep, white joints. It's the OG Arc 78.
it's this picture right here. If you can find it.
Well, whose page is that?
The one you're on.
Couple of
It's further down.
Because you might want to send it. There it is. There it is. Yep.
Yeah. Look at that seam
Look
line.
at the seam line right there on the top of the quad.
Yeah, that is true.
That's I don't know what. Why
That's a
is
weird
that?
ass seam line. And then
Weird.
I think there was a picture on the back. There was also like
Yeah, it's just a seam line.
it looks like there's like a hinge there or some shit.
Is
It's
it because it's a prototype, you think? Because I don't see it on the other one. You'd be able to see this thigh for sure if it was that.
Maybe it's a prototype thing. Because I was like, that shit looks weird. Like it almost like it opens up.
Yeah, like to increase articulation, like something's pushing that out. But the articulation already looks pretty poor on it because it's.
I mean, it is the only leg that is bending on this.
Yeah, and the hip joint supposed to fall down so you can push the leg further out, but I don't know, man. That seam line looks. It must be a prototype. It must be a prototype or something.
That's an egregious
Terrible
seam line
That's a terrible seam line.
on a however expensive this kit is going to be.
This is a metal robot, so you're talking about at least 100. But this basic one, at least 100.
That's just I noticed it looked odd to me. Like
The vents look funny to me too, but
Mhm.
Austin's the person that breaks those down. So how do vents look to that? The chest vents?
Oh, the chest vents?
It reminds me of the G40.
like
Yeah.
one kernel.
Well, this kid reminds me of the G40 in more ways than not. That skirt is all molded as one piece. It's not three pieces. It's one piece skirt.
Well, it's a figure,
on each
yeah.
side. Well, but even on figures, we like usually on like we get like the front skirt that comes up, then the side skirt, and then the back skirt. Right? All
Yeah, you're right.
in some way. Those was just two pieces sandwiched together essentially. But no, the vents. It looks like it looks like a rendition of the original Arc 78. So I mean, everything on it looks like it's supposed to be a rendition of it. So I don't know if I would say it's the best looking Arc 78, OG Arc 78. I certainly wouldn't say buy it, but I mean, it looks fine to me. It looks like an Arc 78 from GQuuuuuuux.
Exactly.
It's
Final thoughts? Are you guys recommending this to anyone? Gundam fan or not? No, you're not recommending it to anyone.
If it's
somebody
a fun
was
series,
like, I need to watch a Gundam series, what do I watch? I'm not telling them to watch this.
I recommend it
You
to
have to
true. Oh, go ahead.
No, what Austin was about to say, you have to be a real
Yeah,
Gundam person to know this shit.
yeah. I would recommend it honestly just to real Gundam otaku. Like Gundam otakus will absolutely love this.
What the fuck you talking
Anime
about, Austin?
otakus will love this. Otakus,
Otakus.
like people who
Like anime?
no people
Like-
who are the term
of the Gundam culture.
The term otaku means somebody who's dedicated their life to an actual either item or idea. So somebody who has that room that's full of nothing but Gundam paraphernalia, the flags hanging from the ceilings, every single
But
special.
you wouldn't
edition
recommend it.
merch
You wouldn't
there.
recommend it to them because they already watched it.
Yeah, I mean they're the perfect audience. I think this show was made for them, really. So I would say yeah.
If you like Gundam, I say watch it.
If you,
I'm not
if you
the
want to
biggest
get in-
UT guy. I liked it. I like the fights. I like.
Yo, don't let, shut the hell up, CD. You ain't the biggest UC. You're not. No, we're not Cobra Plug UC, but you up there with UC. You know about.
Yeah, I know
Johnny Ridden and all them. Yeah. The biggest UC guys don't know Johnny Ridden. You know what I'm saying? They know Char and Armor. That's it. That's
Fun fact: I only have 2 UC shows in my top 5 though. They're my top 5. I think that's probably the same for most of us.
But we fuck with almost all UC though.
Unicorn.
You fuck with Zeta?
It's not my top 5, but yeah.
You fuck with You fuck with War in the Pocket? 8th MS team?
8th MS is my top 5. If you're like, hey bro, you want to watch Zeta or you want to watch G-Quarks? I'll watch G-Quarks.
I like all of them except Stardust Memory. Stardust Memory, in my opinion, is trash.
You heard Coop. Don't do that to Coop.
Stardust Memory is trash.
Stardust Memory is good.
I mean, okay, sure. Sure. And I'm the
top
top
a better
guy.
plot point.
I'm the Top Gun guy, and I think it's trash.
Well, nobody talking about Top Gun. We're talking about 83, but we ain't even talking about that. Let us know in the comments below. We recommend it. What y'all take on it?
Give us a rating.
Give us a rating. What y'all like, what y'all don't like, what kits y'all picking up. This is overall. If y'all a big GQuuuuuuux fan, did it creep into your top 5? I'll be shocked if this is in somebody's top 5. I would be shocked if somebody was like, "Yo, this is one of the top 5 Gundam series of all time." No way.
Of all time, or in their personal top 5.
Well, in their personal top 5 would be all time, right?
I think. Nah, I mean, you don't have to be all time.
I guess you're right.
Personal. But I think someone has this in their top 5. Not me, but someone out there.
I want to know who that is.
You want to know?
I want to know who that is.
More power to you if you got it in your top 5.
Let us know. Don't duck from the smoke. Don't duck from it. Let us know. Don't be like, I don't know.
We gotta review our top 5s too. That's I gotta be a constant on the show, so I can always refer back to it
and bring it up later down the line when this series comes out.
But you said,
yeah, right.
That's your number 3 was this.
Now you don't fuck with it. I'm pretty sure you said this was your number 3.
G-Quarks, Witcher Mercury's number 5 for Austin still?
Yes. Yeah, Witcher Mercury. I still would watch Witcher Mercury over this.
But it's number 5 of your top 5 is Witcher Mercury.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I can't think of anything that really tops that 5 spot. That 5 spot.
Real quick. For
CD, do you still have the list? Because I'm blanking on what's 3 and what's 2. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I can find it for sure.
Go ahead, Coop. My bad.
Better pilots. Suletta or Machu?
Suletta.
Better side character.
Machu.
Whatever.
Suletta's no new type.
Nan or
Nan or Marina?
Yeah,
Rembrandt?
Rembrandt. Whatever.
Rembrandt.
Yeah, Rembrandt.
Yeah.
You put in mobile suit.
Mm-hmm.
Ariel
over
the GQuuuuuux.
Ariel all day.
That's not even character design.
Character design. Witcher Mercury.
Okay, so you swept it.
Yeah.
Story.
Witcher Mercury. I'll say it. GQuuuuuux's first half, I liked Witcher Mercury's first half far more. I think GQuuuuuux's second half far better than the first one, and in some ways better than Witcher Mercury's second half. I think I still like Witcher Mercury's second half better. Yeah, there's still more. Both of them have problems with paying things. Well, both of them, GQuuuuuuux pays off things a little bit more more evenly, but I just like Witcher Mercury's overall music, art direction, aesthetic. I like all that better, especially the music. That music when the Caliburn comes in, da-na-na, da-na-na, and a full choir orchestra plays instead of Hideko Anno really wanting to bring back the choir from Evangelion. As the Eva 2 goes, as the Eva 1 goes berserk and about to start third impact. That's I was like, okay, brother, you're just doing third impact. I get it.
Hey man, it went over my head. Y'all in the full orchestra, like Char's counterattack music, and that went over my damn head. But let us know in the comments below. Shout out to Vulcan Hobby. Remember to go to vulcanhobby.com. Use code Undergate10 for 10% off your order. Vulcan Hobby is coming down to coming up. That's a pet peeve of mine. When some is a real pet peeve of mine. Like when somebody says, I'm going up to Florida. Man, Florida's down. But that's besides the point. Vulcan Hobby is coming up to the National IPMS show in Hampton, Virginia. First week, second week of August, like the 5th through the 8th.
I knew I had it.
There we go.
He was flipping through.
I knew
So
I
make
had it.
sure you check out vulcanhobby.com. The Plomo magazine #2 is about to release soon, so go on the website and pre-order up there as well. One of the dopest magazines in this community when it comes to gunpla model kits and model kit building in general. So again, vulcanhobby.com. We appreciate everything he does for the pod. Keep it up, Chris, and everybody down there at Vulcan Hobby. CD, where did he get some paints from?
Yes, get your paints from SMS Scale Model Supply Paints based in Australia. They're a lacquer-based paint company. Use code Chloe's Daddy at 10% off directly with them. Airbrush ready paints, pour, spray, go. Use SMS. Use Chloe's Daddy at 10% off with them directly. Bring us home, Coop. Last one.
Gun Primer. Use code Coop10 to get 10% off directly with Gun Primer. They make pretty dope tools for your kits. The glazer, the gritter for scribing, help you scribe and things like that. The balancer, I use the balancer on every kit, every build, and a lot more other high-end
one. Ready to go.
Yep. Fresh balancer. Oof. Can't beat that. Make sure you check them out. Guide and tape for scribing, a whole lot. So again, Coop10 to get 10% off with Gun Primer. Until next time, people, be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for what you have. So, big thing that I'm trying to appreciate more. Be appreciative and be grateful. Right? Kits, you have the opportunity to build kits. You have the opportunity to have a job. Have the opportunity to have family around you, friends around you. Don't compare yourself to others. Comparison is one of the number one things to kill joy. So, I'm Coop. Down there is Austin. Over there is CD with an undergated, never underrated. 168 hours down, another 168 hours to go. Until next time, peace.